Okay, welcome to the weekly read. I'm going to do a little bit sage again. So, I'm going to sage myself, get some smoke going, sage my deck. And welcome to Monday, everyone. Today is July 26th. This is the weekly read, extending to next Monday. Hope everyone had a great week last week. We are using our Crow Tarot deck, and we are doing a shuffle here now. Before I shuffled, bottom of the deck was the King of Swords. So that was kind of like advice to say, keep a clear head. The King of Swords energy is about a mature leader, someone who thinks with a mature and wise mindset. It's all about your thoughts. It's all about making, good choices, having a good strategy for things, and keeping a clear head, using your sword to, make wise and good decisions, especially as a leader, because, it does speak of maturity because it's a king. So I'm going to do a shuffle, knock my deck. I did some sage. Now that we're going to do a shuffle and see what is the energy for this week. So Spirit, we are calling upon you. Archangel Michael, please protect our reading. We're calling on ancient ancestors. Provide us with insight and advice for the collective for this week, July 26th, extending to next Monday. My name is Kismet, and my channel is Transcending Kismet. It's all about transcending the day-to-day and ascending past the mundane stuff, tuning into your spirit. We all have our own inner guidance. I feel like God lives within our souls and guides us. We also have guides, and we have guardian angels, and we have our ancestors. So we all have a spirit team. It's just a matter of whether or not we listen to it or not. I recently dealt with some interesting folks who had the mindset where, not everyone has the right to read cards or, do their own readings. You need to go to someone else. Yeah, some people are gifted, but I do believe everyone has a gift. And I think at the end of the day, it's for you to know for yourself. You are empowered. I'm all about empowerment. That is my bottom line, is knowing that you are empowered to make your own choices and to know thyself. All right, so I am ready to draw. So the card for this week is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, to me, the way I understand the Eight of Cups is it is a card about traditional tarot. The Eight of Cups, he kind of looks sad. He's looking out. His back is to the cups that he has. To me, cups are emotional fulfillment. Cups are the things that, have to do with the emotional life. Our feelings, the things that guide us. If we feel safe, if we feel heard, understood, sad, attacked, all the emotions that go along with, life, basically. Fears, worries, joy, happiness, sadness, laughter. All of those things are emotions. So the Eight of Cups is about, looking over the things that are challenging emotionally. And sometimes, turning your back to the cups that you already have, looking out for something else. It almost reminds me a little bit of the Four of Cups, because to me, it's like a greater expansion of the Four of Cups, because the Four of Cups is kind of like, feeling bored, dissatisfied, just like, sitting there, and, you have cups, and you even have opportunities that come, but you're kind of ignoring them. Well, the Eight of Cups, I feel like, is an amplification of that, because you have these cups, but it's like you're not focused on the cups that you have. So I think the message for all of us, which is a good message that we all need, including myself, is again, gratitude and being thankful for what we already have to invite more. Because if we're not thankful for all of the wonderful, emotionally fulfilling things in our lives, and we're just kind of focused on what we're lacking, then we're going to keep attracting lack. So again, I'm a big advocate for the law of attraction. And if you are focused on lack, you're going to keep attracting lack. So it takes effort, because especially when you actually are experiencing lack, it takes discipline of the mind. So we have the King of Swords energy to make yourself and discipline your mind to not focus on the lack, to focus instead with the law of attraction on what you already have. Because there's always something to be grateful for. Always. There's always a lesson. There's always something to be grateful for and to focus on in terms of fulfillment emotionally. It may not be an ideal. We all have an ideal, especially in our society where we're always comparing ourselves to someone else. We're always, being told to, get to the higher level, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm extremely ambitious. I'm always trying to grow. But there's a difference between growing and not being satisfied. That's where gratitude comes in. And gratitude is a wonderful tool to battle, an energy where we're not appreciating the emotional fulfillment that we already have in our lives. So I'm also going to pull from the Angel Oracle deck that I have. So I'm going to do a quick for this one as well, and ask for guidance for this as well. See which angel guidance we can have for this week, along with another reminder for all of us to be grateful, appreciate the emotional fulfillment that we already have in our life. Yes, it's important that we keep growing and we keep, focusing on our growth and our healing, but we also need to not take for granted the wonderful things that are in our lives that we need to be grateful for every day, because it does help with the growth and it does help with the healing. So let's see. So the card, let's see, in the bottom we have go for it. Okay, that's great advice as well too, because sometimes we can overthink things too, because we can be so focused on our emotions that it can paralyze us, and if we don't take the actions that we need to do. So that's at the bottom of the deck, is taking action. And then the card is see only love. Wow, this is great. I haven't seen this card. So what is love? Love is an action. I feel like love is a verb. Love is caring, compassion, support, understanding, volunteering. Love in a community is volunteering and helping out with a charity, acts of kindness, deeds of charity, grace, forgiveness. That's love. So it says here, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. Great advice. So whatever the situation is that all of us are dealing with, including myself, is looking for the love in the situation. It is challenging sometimes. It's easier in some circumstances than not. But, finding the ways to see the love within yourself. Sometimes loving yourself is about forgiving yourself, not being too hard on yourself, and then seeing the love for others. We may not always agree with other people. We may not like the way that they do things. Sometimes people lash out at you or they misunderstand you, but it takes love to see that there's something deeper at play. It takes love to know that it's never personal, that a lot of times when people do things, even though it's directed at you, it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's something deeper from them. And it takes love to remember that and recall that and not, hold on to some of the resentment and guilt. It takes love to forgive. It takes love to offer support. It takes love to step outside of yourself and, give someone something that you've always wanted. So great advice for the week. I'm hoping everyone has a wonderful week ahead of healing, growth, love, and understanding. Make sure you keep a clear head and have a great strategy. And remember that you are empowered. So thank you for your channel. If you like the weekly read and some of my pick a card readings, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so that you can get notifications when I upload. Make sure you also, if you get a chance, check out some of my wonderful products on my site. I'm going to do a merch video soon. And the site is www.hopeandcookies.com. Follow me on Instagram at Allison's Cookie, ALLISONSCOOKIE. I know. Thank you so much for joining me. So wishing you a wonderful week. Ashe.